Good morning, everybody. Let's get going here. All right, so things shaped up yesterday as we believed it would, give or take. Wind up futures being an inside day. You can see they attempted to hold on to that gain as we got a little closer here. Things going on, and it ain't going up. Get out, run. All right, so little vertical move to the downside. Where are we? Well, at the next real support level. Still got this unfilled gap lurking down below. Is there enough demand to hold at this area? We'll see. We'll see. Um, we're looking at the spiders here. I'll get to the futures, see where they're at here. A little bottoming tail bar in that area to start. Hey, it's the start of something. Is it the low? I don't know. But this pattern certainly does display one in which buyers were going to get ready to step in, you know, coming down, smaller bar, bigger bar, big bar, momentum slows, bottoming tail bar. Yeah, they want to push it a little bit higher here. And we'll see. So I'm looking at the 65-minute chart. You can see it on the daily chart. It's on top of those pivot highs right there. I'll move the cursor around a little bit so you can see what I'm talking about there. So takes out this pivot low, comes down here. Just a obvious place where buyers are going to step up. And we'll just measure the degree to which they set up. So we get a retest pattern here. It's probably going to try and bounce a little bit. If it doesn't, probably won't go down too much at the moment because these patterns typically don't after they accelerate like this. They got to chop around for a little while. And then when traders recognize, it's not going up, they hit the bid again and we'll go down to the next level and we'll see how that plays out. Now, from a daily chart point of view, which we don't have set up yet, prices are down here, close to support. So they're going to gap down. Right? This pre-market data we can see, it's when it opens, if in at 9:30, it's still down here or lower, give or take, it's going to gap down. And then we'll watch to see, does it build a little support area here, where it can fill the gap. And then, as the day goes on, can they hold on to the gain or does it fall apart? So if we can get a gap reversal day, gap down and a green day, that would be a good start to a high probability turn. So we'll see how that plays out. SPX, excuse me, I'm going to have to adjust because things moved lower a bit from where I put them. So let's take a look at where that's at. I'm assuming it moved. Typically would. Moved a lot. 60. Too small. Come on. What? I love it when it does this kind of stuff. Oh, I got my little 50 MA thing here. So now it's below the gap fill. I think that's going to be a no-brainer. To get it's down on this support to get all the way down here to come near that strike. Highly unlikely. That's all credit spreads are about. Can you assess a pattern where there's premium, where it's highly unlikely prices are likely to go? 59.10. All right, so I think it's also highly unlikely it's going up here to enter that gap fill since it's down here. So you can do an iron condor today. Anyway, most days you can do an iron condor because the levels we pick rarely ever get hit. And in the room yesterday, while I didn't give you the exact high point, it never went to the strike I told you, not what we started with in the morning. Everybody wants the most no risk level. Well, you need to find some magician that could find you the no risk level. All right, let's take a look around. I just wanted to capture that chart for our subscribers in the text messaging because some of them will do it. Where is that thing? The options trader. You can figure it out. Okay. All right. So futures, a little bit of a diver there. Look at the same wide range bar, little bounce. I guess if you're really nimble, you want to play that game. But look on the daily chart, power move up, pulling back. I'd have to get my protractor out to see if it's about 50, 8.62% or what have you. It's in an area, it's in an area where buyers should begin to step up just based on retracement. There's no support. Right? We discussed this yesterday. There's no support here. Right? So this is called the void. There's nothing here. So it has to create support. So while it tried making pivots yesterday, not tried, it actually did it. It failed. Right? So pivot highs, resistance, pivot lows, support. Who's going to win? Sellers won. So now it's coming lower. And as it gets closer to some price level, maybe the 50 MA. And I'll repeat, these are futures. So when we look at reference points as to where markets are likely to turn, it's best to use the actual instrument. So when we look at the Dow versus the futures, and we can't see what things are because we don't get the data here on this, but just kind of eyeballing it. I don't know if it's going to come down to the 50, but if it gaps down here at the 20, again, there's no support and there's the gap. So it makes it difficult to determine where buyers will step in. But you look at other markets and, determine that. So that's why we look at SPX and I look at SPY. I see, okay, SPY is bouncing here and those numbers are probably going to change a bit. And so I can see my cursor where it is on the daily chart. And I say, okay, that's not in an area of support where this green is. Makes sense it could make a turn there. Attempt to begin to make a turn there. Some actual price data there. All right, Qs, NQs futures, coming down toward the 50. Now, this type of a pattern didn't trigger as a buy. And why didn't it trigger? Well, prices didn't trade above a prior bar's high. That's someone thought it was a buy, which it was on a 5-minute chart intraday yesterday. It was, but not on a daily chart. So now, it came down hard, creates the void, creates resistance, creates resistance, creates resistance. Usually by the third one, it's done. It's going to go down. So does it break here? Oh, it broke for the moment. How much more will have to go down at the end of the day today? We'll see if this is a bottoming tail bar or is it a red bar. One of my comments yesterday was, I'd love to see the daily chart break the prior bar's lows and then turn around. We'll have to wait till the end of the day to see if that's going to happen, or at least into the latter part of the day. S&P futures, poking down in here. It's a wait and see game on the daily chart. 5-minute charts or intraday charts, we'll find things. But from the daily chart perspective, we're just waiting for our pitch, so to speak. And we'll see if this can make a turn in here. Yeah. Go to the Russell, which has come down further. You can see where that's at. And between the moving averages, there's nothing to the left to stop it from going down. So buyers have to step up and create that support point. And they have not done it as of yet. Some relief from the dollar, coming down a little bit. That's the 15th. Where's these days here? I don't know what the hell it's doing here today. Looks like it's pretty much unchanged. But interest rates, coming down a little bit. So maybe that gives a little bit of relief. Maybe not come down enough yet for equity markets to pay attention to it. And the 13-week is kind of flattish here. So, as far as what the Fed's going to do, who knows? He said, no need to do anything. Maybe he will, maybe he won't, but this isn't moving. So kind of align it with what he had said. Gold bouncing off that area we spoke about last week. Looks like it could get up to the 50. It cleared these pivots here. So you can see there's nothing to the left, maybe. So if I scroll up to where there is some resistance, you can see it's aligned with the 50 MA. Bitcoin still marking time up here. You can see the trading range, pretty messy, lots of pivots. When you have a lot of pivots at the highs and a lot of pivots at the lows, that means that there's indecision. And just kind of like a ping pong pattern, but it's getting tighter. Look at how the pivots are coming closer together. Look here, they were wide apart. So now it's getting tighter, and it's getting tighter at the top of the range. Now, suggestive that it would break out. It's in an uptrend. Yeah, it's extended here, but it's built an intraday support area. So even though this is extended here, this is supportive of going with a breakout. Bitcoin, GBTC, the usual suspects. I'll take a quick look at internals. It's coming off of the extreme. Love to see it do more than that. So after today, the negative open, we should get these sentiment put call ratios coming down toward a more neutral level. And breadth I imagine, is going to be moving down today. So get things lined up for an advance. Crude oil, just fighting for its life here, so to speak. I showed you the cliff with the void on the monthly time frame. It got rejected last month. It's just hanging down here. Short-term traders bought the low. It's up a little bit, and we'll see. I mean, the ETFs look pretty decent, but what's going to happen. I think what'll happen is if oil enters that void below, these things are going to pull in. I've seen them not go up when oil's going up, and that's kind of like, what's going on? These companies are supposed to make more money when oil's going up, and I've seen them do nothing for a while. It's kind of puzzling, frustrating at the time, but I haven't seen too many times where oil looks weak and these stocks go up. But hey, it is what it is. And Bitcoin, trying to hang by its fingernails there. It's extended, but got destroyed. And semiconductors, little stabilization, but down this morning. So waiting for a turn, right? Waiting for a reliable turn, not a narrow range bar turn, some kind of shocking turn. wide range bar, whether that's a gap, which could be today, a gap reversal, a big bottoming tail bar. We need some kind of a meaningful turn or something that takes several days, 2 or 3 days to form a little support point where that it can move up from. So nothing of significance here to get excited about yet. We'll see how it unfolds. All yours, Dan.
Oh, good morning. Yeah, yesterday day trade, we were trading with a bullish bias after the morning, jiggling around, trying to do a zero DT put spread yesterday, but it not enough premium. That's why Greg likes the big contract. So Greg mentioned energy. We actually have a partial lot of XLE in our ETF ladder we bought right over here. I think on this day, on November 8th. So we have a nice open game. Uh, Alex mentioned a lot of these not energy, commodity, steel um, ETFs yesterday. So SPX, it's a buy setup. It's a very deep retracement, but still it's a buy setup. But we have a target of, just half, not expecting a new high. Um, so that I actually nibbled on this yesterday into the close. XLB is in a definite downtrend, but it could be a bounce. I got an alarm up here somewhere. I think GDX we actually had in the weekend letter as a put spread, but the gap made it or we didn't get filled. Um, gold also, but I like GDX better. It's a better pattern, A/B test. Earnings going on, not earnings. Hold on, let me look at alarms first. Travelers. So we bought this yesterday. I had a down alarm go off here. Not much volume. I'll come back to it after the market opens. Zeta. I've been watching this for a while. Today might be the day. This thing got creamed last week. I had it on my list Friday when it gapped over Thursday's high, but look, it just sold off right at the gap up. So nothing to do with it that day. But I still watched it. Yesterday, my alarm went off at 20. My alarm went off again pre-market at 20. So I got that on the list. And I love LUV. We have a partial lot. My alarm just went off. Some military stocks here are up. And I'm assuming that's what put the futures in a bad mood whenever the announcement by Putin was. We knew it was coming. No surprise to me. So I'm shocked the markets didn't fall when, as soon as Sleepy Joe said, "Hey, the Ukraine can use these missiles." I mean, you got friggin' rocks in your head if you think Putin's not going to say something negative back. So, I've been watching the military consulting companies for Climos. There's three of them I'm watching. I got alarms on them, but these are the actual military stocks. So Gulf Delta, they're all getting little gap ups here. So nothing to do now, but we'll come back to them. I got five of them right here. This one I like the best. This would be a great put spread because you got support, you got new low reversal in an area of major support, gap it up. I'm gonna put that in a window. That would be a great naked put or put spread for Friday, the 118s. So remind me at 9:35, I'll check the chart and the premiums. Looking at the Dow 30, I don't care about the red ones because I expect them to be red with the market down so much. So I'm interested in relative strength ones, the green ones. and there's not many. Yeah, Nvidia here has earnings tomorrow though. No good pattern there. Actually, it could be a day trade. Day trade little pop for $1 or two. Mark up a few pennies, a Climo, and then bringing us to earnings. Walmart. Not all right. Let's watch it. All right, I'll put it in the window. Not, knock on heaven's door. Who sang that song? Walmart. This was the only earnings trade I did. I sold the 78 naked puts, 78 or 76, I forget. Kind of go look, and I'm just gonna let them expire at full profit, or maybe I don't know. We'll see. Maybe I can. And we have coaching today, options focus. And that's actually, I put together a lot of quiz lessons, and that's actually one of them that I'm going to show you is what does it mean when I say, well, let's get a free put spread. And what I mean by that is, let's say I'm short the 76s. If I can buy the 78s for a penny, then I locked in my gain and I got myself a free debit put spread. What's the lottery ticket? It's there. If it decides to tank, then I make money on that position too. Now I was hoping LOW would open flattish or up a little because it's kind of a little bull flag here after a breakout. But the gap down is now bearish. So you see how we change our bias in one day based on the gap. I mean, this is a pattern you could trade either way. Because you got to void down, you got to void up, and you got flag. So let's watch that for a call spread. MDT is just a big mess. VIX gap and down could be a call spread. J, it's a bear 1, 2, 3, but not a great one because it's on support, but it is gapping under it. So 30-minute low. This is a day trade short idea and call spread. No pattern. Oh, and I also heard, let's keep an eye on it. Well, there's always a risk trading China stocks, but with all Trump's shakeups going on, they're starting to talk about delisting China stocks, and that's not going to be pretty for them. You can't trade them here anymore. XPEV, maybe 30-minute high. This is a bear island reversal though, but put spread 30-minute high. Sequinome put spread, if there's any juice. Alpha Sierra was up a lot more. Now it's coming back. If it holds right here, then 30-minute high. And the reason I say hold here is because you don't want it to come down here, and then because then it gave up all signs of bullishness. This gapping down could be a day trade short. Triple V gapping down a little. Call spread idea. GDS. I was hoping this would open flattish because then that's a buy setup. But now the gap down is messing it up. ATAT. That's not bad. 30-minute high. Trades kind of like an ADR looking thing. But if it holds here, 30-minute high, ENR, bullish, daily, weekly, monthly. I'm gonna put that in my window. ENR. It's trying to bottom, but I don't know, tolerance for it. I don't like the overlapping bars and it's gapping down. KC opening flat, but had a bearish gap yesterday, no pattern. And that's it on earnings. Let's see what else here. Oust. Okay, so this is the one I said. This is the one I said if I had a bullish bias in the market yesterday into the close, which I did not, I would have bought a half lot of this. Let's buy this over $9 now. Because that's look at the pre-market resistance right up there. That alarm announced. I'm gonna set it right at 9, just so I can keep an eye on it. Um, Look at this Trump thing from yesterday. Um, I actually was trying to sell $24 puts, I think. I did not get filled. But the rumor, I didn't know it yesterday, but I read it today. The rumor is Trump is looking to buy this little online firm, Bitcoin firm. And Greg, I don't know if you remember this. We actually had this as a bull 1, 2, 3 in one of our weekend letters, right there. And I don't know what, it never triggered for some reason or something, or maybe I don't remember. I would have to go look at it. But wow, that thing exploded. Oh, FinV, bottom right. Yeah, FinV. Yeah, Alex, I had this on my watch list. Nice consolidation. I just don't like the entry here. SMCI said they filed that, the report, maybe to make NASDAQ happy, and they got a new auditor, but there's no pattern there. Turner gapping up, but still downtrend. All right, SLX gapping down a little. I'm in it myself. Qs, we're still slowly grinding higher off the pre-market climbos. And this E and R that I put in a window, that's a gap and go. So to extend it for me now. This Travelers, okay, did gap down. So LDOS, this is one of these military consulting companies I was watching for a couple days now. 30-minute high. I'm gonna put this in a window, 30-minute high. LDOS. And unfortunately, there's no weekly options on these for put spreads, but 30-minute high. I mean, I think it can go 5, 10, $5, $10. So that I like. I'm just not rushing into it. Hey, finally, Greg, remember our eBay short? We have long puts. My alarm went off. Finally. This was dead money for a while.
Nike diving.
Oh, good. I, I don't have an alarm going off on that for some reason. All right, let's move stop yesterday's high now. 62188. See where these puts are. I see RTX coming in hard. So nothing to do there. eBay, we have 62 puts. Yeah, we're about break even just because of time premium has gone against us. eBay in a window here. I'll keep an eye on him. Our triple B. Nice. Let's move stuff. Oh, I already moved it tight enough. I put Nike here, because FinV, top of the range. LDOS, we already looked at. Travelers, let me set an alarm. 260. Is that a, is that a Jones company? This I like is a 30-minute high. Let's see if it can bobble around sideways and let me check puts. But I think that my recollection is doesn't have weaklings. All right, see RTX came in hard, so no interest. Knock. You can set a new alarm. Where were these? The one I liked the most. Well, it was this one for a put spread, but all right, Golf Delta, there's nothing. LMT, I'm gonna set an alarm at 5:38:50. Yeah, Sam, remember McDonald's? We had a nice afternoon chat. That's the one I like the most, target 285. Yeah, looks good. Sam, we're already short. We're short Nike from yesterday. All right, those are all my alarms. Cyber, I reset the alarm to 308. Burger King, I have an alarm. McDonald's, holding well. Uh, Hey, double A. They, Alex, they make batteries, right? Double A batteries. So this went against me yesterday. I have the 42 puts. So my up alarm went off. Good. Got a new alarm, 4480. Oh, my Target. Let me see what that's done. I mean, Walmart. Let me see what that's done.
Some financials might find some call spreads in there, gap down today.
Yeah, I was just looking at some things here. I noticed our STT gap down, didn't hit the stop, but that's a
Could do 600 Goldman Sachs.
any big earnings reports? I mean, economic that we're worried about this week.
Economic reports every week at the end of the week.
Right, but ones that we should worry about in particular with this stock, so to speak.
I know what you mean, but I worry about them all. I don't know what it's going to do.
Mm. That $5 midpoint's only 41 cents. Today only Tuesday. I don't know if it's worth 41 cents. Berkshire low alarm. You know what? I don't know why. I've been having a hard time trading this thing. You know, we did not get sucked in here, but we did here. What's that on Friday? It looked great yesterday. Still hasn't hit our stop, but I always put early alarms. Berkshire. New alarm. All right, khaki is another one of these consulting stocks I mentioned. Could be 30-minute high. I think I would prefer to like go chop around more. Because if this can just chop around all day, then ideally the hourly will have a higher low. But my alarm went off on khaki. And then Boz, the third one I've been watching, and that one is still weak. I got an alarm at 144. You see how I say still weak? Why do I say that? Look at today's narrow little bar. It's doing nothing to destroy yesterday's bar yet. Yeah, no, I did not give him a tight stop. I just said my early alarm went off. So let me see where their stop is. Alex, the stop is under 459.50. So the stop is huge. But all right, I went through all alarms. Let me go. Who opens now? BGC. All right, we bought yesterday. BTI, we have a put spread, still looks fine. eBay, we know about. Frenchie laser. There's still no turn yet. Frenchie, and this is grind. This started with a bear igniting gap under a green bar. It has yet to take out a prior bar's high. So this thing still needs a lot of work to interest me for long. I like some of these other ones in the military area that I've been showing you. They're getting closer. Sentencing adjourned. Nice. Nice for Trump. All right, HBI, we bought calls and everything's pretty much up and down today, although the Qs have the best retracement right here so far. Look at this retracement. This is pre-market, these vertical lines. And that's a very deep retracement. Doesn't mean there's a pattern to do anything. Yeah, you could set an alarm 137 or 8 on that. This one, day trade, 30-minute high, I like. If you get a 1, 2, 3, I like that 15-minute, and it may not wait. You can nibble on that for a scalp. QUBT, same 30-minute high scalp. It's not a swing with yesterday's bar there and no support. Day trade only. All right, IP we bought yesterday. I gapped down with like everything else, but nowhere near the stop. Our stop is 55.78, but I'll set an alarm at 56.20. I love. Sammy, is love in the air today? Steven, are you talking about your shoe size? You wear 2 different sizes? You got like your left foot's a 12, your right foot a 9.5. Ah, okay. Sammy boy, who sang that song? Love is in the air. Nice romantic song that we should be playing right now. What do you think? Continue. Lamar. Um, this is the one I was tempted to kill break even yesterday. No stop yesterday's high now. Still don't like it. 2602. Hey Sam, my friend sent me this crazy video about women's rights and about Canada. Remind me over lunch to tell you about it. It's pretty friggin' weird. Like that's not right. Um, Wait, that's not right, It's 128.13. My bad. I was looking at the wrong thing in the little minder thing there. Nice. All right, I missed my alarm going off, so that's a valid trade. Gave it over $9 this morning. Dude, remember I told you I set my alarm right at $9 in case I wanted to get in early? Yeah, no, that nice setup, nice entry, sure. I said that pre-market, and I told you the reason I didn't, which I'm glad I didn't. So I'm not mad. I did it exactly to my plan. Like beat a Barack or Hannah. Yeah, was it Barack? Who's the black guy? I don't know. Whichever one said Mr. I know, but who's the one that said I love it when a plan comes together? That's the one I'm talking about. But yeah, BA is right, is the black guy. Play up alarm. Battery company. Yeah, they hired a new CPA. I wonder how much more what kind of premium they had to pay the CPA. Because that's not an easy thing to do when one big firm drops you for the reason they did, book in the books. You're going to be under the spotlight for a while. So I think they need like premium pay a CPA firm for the increased aggravation risk. Still going through opens. Yeah, Nike bottom right, finding some buyers there. Not going down anymore for the time being. All right, Square, we shorted. Nice, Square, we shorted naked puts yesterday. And the only downside of that is we're only going to make pennies instead of dollars. Look at that 15-minute chart. That is amazing strength. We shorted the 81 puts, saying that we would take assignment if needed. $33.60. Well, as you know, when you say start accumulating, I don't know how many shares you want, but one contract, 100 shares of a $320 stock, which, for you is fine. There you have it. So how many contracts in total do you want to mind taking Simon on? All right, just, because I'm sure Sam was getting his calculator out. I guess was trying to be helpful to him. You're welcome, Sam. Yeah, I'm here to help. Yeah, Trump is really becoming a pro crypto president already. STT, our stop is 93.78. Travelers 255. So these are against us, but nowhere near the stop. All right, APS came in. You know what? Now it would be a directional over yesterday. Let's set an alarm 134.50. Hey, remember URA we were watching? If this closes like this, I like it over the highs. I'm gonna set an alarm 32.26, 32.25. Yeah, Greg Frenchy is asking you a question.
They said my blood is too thick.
That's because you're Dracula. Is why you went to a vet.
I'm gonna go give blood today at lunchtime. They're gonna suck it out. Actually, it just comes out. A little scary.
All right, I'll hit my door. All right, so I got an alarm on URA. Looks good. It is a condor pattern, Alex. If you can get, you know where the strikes are. It is. Unfitting. Man, I didn't know this thing ripped like that. Walmart, I'll set an alarm at 85 and let it close at full profit. And those are all the advisory positions. So there we go. And the weekly Intel, I see, continues to be a dog with fleas.